Hey guys, it's Starhero Magestic Tiger here on 5 Minute Theories. This is our first theory today. We're going to be making a theory on how to break the time. Right, so we got your present self, right? So your present self, chilling in class, doing an essay, economics essay, why not? Let's just do an economics essay, right? And you decide, I want to break the time. So you build a time machine somehow, we don't care how, that's not what we're doing. So you go back in time to your past self, right? With this guy right here, right? Your past self decides, I want to take you and myself to my future self, right? So now there's 3 of you in the same timeline. This causes many problems because there cannot be 3 different versions of yourself in the same timeline. Then you decide, oh, I'm going to go back just before I did my essay and say, hey, you should go back in time. That creates a new time, which this one doesn't exist and this one doesn't exist anymore. So technically, you no longer exist. This one doesn't exist. You now only have one, but that branches out. So you end up with that. This is a very disgusting topic. Okay. Anything you want to add before I keep going? Alright. So when it branches off into your secondary timeline, this whole timeline gets broken. It's been explained in many ways of like a river. It floats one way and then there's a part in the river that goes a different way. So this would be the part in the river where you decide to tell yourself to, rather than doing your essay like you're supposed to be doing so you can get A grades, so you can be a bloody businessman or whatever, you decide, I'm going to mess with time. So this now creates a new timeline, hence destroying this timeline. So this timeline no longer exists, so we can just put a little red cross here. You no longer exist, right? So your future self no longer exists. So he's out of the picture. But your present self still has a form of itself in the one that came back in time. But you aren't there for very long, because the more the past person changes time, the less you begin to exist. And this becomes a problem, because if you stop existing, the past person has no reason to go and break the timeline. So what ends up happening is you have a third timeline, another timeline that breaks off here, and then what ends up happening again is you get another present self and another future self, and this could be a repeated process over and over and over again, because your past self ends up wanting to do his essay and getting high grades, which probably won't, because to be honest, I'm not the smartest person in the world, neither is Magestic Tiger, but oh well. So you end up with a new timeline where you just say, screw the essay, I'm done. The essay can go stuff itself, right? So this timeline means nothing now. Well, it does. It means a lot, because it's the original timeline. Without the original timeline, you can't have this timeline or this timeline. So then you're back here, but this timeline no longer exists because you broke it. So how do we explain this? This timeline no longer exists, right? So what happened was, it's like when you crack glass, it splits, but that puncture point is still there. There's still a fragment of the glass there. So what you end up having is a fragment of this future, of this timeline, which is passed into each timeline each time. So it ends up with a big whole mess, and you broke the timeline. Alright, you destroyed it, you owned it. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. This has been 5 Minute Theories, even though it's been 4 minutes and 40 seconds, but oh well. Thanks Magestic Tiger for helping to turn this up, and I'll see you guys next time.